Now we're going to actually be working some rational expressions. So in the last video, we were just kind of brushing up on how to deal with exponents. Let's say that we have 2 times x to the 8th y squared over 4. Oh, I just remembered something I didn't do. Okay, I got to do this real quick, or tell you what, we'll do this. Okay, I had to save the screen. Okay, here we go. Let's take 2. Take 2. We have 2 x to the 8th y squared. That's all over 4x y cubed. What we want to do is simplify. I want to simplify this thing. And what I'm going to do here is actually, we're going to write smaller. I think I wrote kind of big there. First thing, 2 and 4, that can reduce down to 1/4. Okay, so we're going to write that here. We'll just write it there. Okay. This x to the 8th, if I take this x, which is to the first power, and I take it to the top, it becomes x to the negative 1. All right, x to the negative 1. Well, that's getting kind of sloppy, isn't it? If I take, because, okay, y squared over y cubed, we're going to take the one with the smaller power down to the bottom. So this becomes y cubed times y to the negative 2. You see that? We took the one with the smaller power and we moved that one. Just like this one here, x to the first power, we moved it up to the top. Maybe I can scroll down a little bit, make things a little neater. What do we do with these exponents? Let's look at this. We have x to the 8th times x to the first. Remember what we do with those? We add them. So we end up with x to the 8 minus 1 over 4 y to raised to the 3rd minus 2. Okay, so we're taking baby steps here before we get to the final. Is equal to, so this becomes x to the 7th. 8 minus 1 is 7, and then 3 minus 2 is y. See that? So that all reduces down to x to the 7th over 4 times y. Yes. Okay. Let's look at another one here. Let's say we had 15. Maybe I should start out writing a little smaller. xy over 3x squared y cubed. So first thing, 3 goes into 15 5 times. All right, so let's write that. Now let's look at this. We have x to the first, y to the first. Down here in the bottom, we have x squared, y to the 3rd. So what are we going to do? We're going to take the ones that are up in the numerator and bring them down. All right, but 3 goes into 15 5 times. So we know that 5 is going to be up here in the numerator for sure. All right, so we have x squared. We bring this x to the bottom, becomes x to the negative 1. Right? Writing y cubed. Okay, You don't even want to know what happened there. Had to pause the video. Oh my gosh. All right, so we have y to the -1. Thank goodness for pausing the video. Okay. Let's simplify. So we're going to have 5 up here in the numerator over, if I already run out of room, yeah, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. So this becomes x raised to the second power, right? So this becomes x. Let's just do the math. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, then 3 minus 1 is 2. All right, we've already worked it out the long way, so you should be able to get that. Okay, of course, we don't write this. We just write it as 5 over x to the y squared. Okay, we don't ever write that there for our final answer. All right, I think I got room to work another problem before I have to change screens here. Nah, we better go ahead and let me go ahead and get a new template here. Let's just do that. Okay, what do we have? I forgot where I'm even at. Oh. All right, first thing we're going to do is break this up. So this becomes 1/2 raised to the third power times x to the third power. See, remember there's a 1 here. And what do? An exponent raised to an exponent, a power, you just multiply them. Okay. But let's deal with this half over here. So this is 1 raised to the third power, which is 1. And then 2 raised to the third power. We'll just go ahead and write it like that. So this reduces down to 1 over 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. But gosh. Okay, about forgot. Whoa, what happened here? We lost the 3. And of course, this can be rewritten as x cubed over 8. X cubed over 8 if you want to write it like that. Okay, let's work. Let's go ahead and sneak one more in here. Let's say we have 2y raised to the 8th power, and it's all over x cubed. And we'll say the whole thing is squared. The whole thing is squared. Okay, so we have 2 raised to the second power times y. Now remember, what do? We multiply those two together, so that becomes 6. That becomes 16 over, and then down here in the bottom we have this 3. Multiply it by the 2, so this becomes x to the 6th power. X to the 6th power. And really the only thing we can do here is that 2 squared's 4. Y to the 16th over x to the 6th power. All right. Okay, I think we'll just end it there. And we'll continue on in the next video. They'll get a little bit more complicated. All right. And remember where you can find us. See you there.